What's good, everybody, and welcome back to a new season of Out of Bounds. I know it's been a long time, but man, we back in business and we back in tune. I'm joined with my co-host by me, starting with the guy on my right.
Lance with the chance already.
Hey y'all, it's the leading lady, Tia J.
What up, y'all? It's the freshman Jen Magellan.
And it's your boy, Truly Humble Man, and welcome back to the new Out of Bounds, man. And let's start off with TSU Sports. So the men's basketball team, man, we've kind of been on a little hot streak lately, but just recently we just beat Alabama A&M 82-73. And the guys kind of showed out a little bit though, like J. Hop P. He's been pretty solid lately. But what y'all been thinking about the game?
Man, they've been dropping buckets. Like they've been like really exploding off and on the ball. And like when they run the fast break, like they are the break. They run it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. They've been playing kind of hard lately. Like they've been getting a lot of fast break buckets, and they just been playing hard on defense. The key players been stepping up, getting buckets. I like how they've been playing lately.
Yeah, I definitely feel like after that loss to PV, they kind of like just came together and like, this is swag. We could take swag. And I definitely feel like they can. They definitely have the potential just to take swag all the way. So they just got to keep it up and win tonight as well when they play Alabama State.
Yeah, of course. This team been kind of clicking all cylinders, but there were sometimes we did like a little slip-ups, like that Valley game.
Yeah.
I don't even want to
That's
talk
right.
about that Valley game.
Yeah,
man.
Right.
It's like we was up by double digits, and you look up now they cut the leads. It's crazy how they just stepped up. They got too comfortable. I feel like, but we end up getting the win. So.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna be nice too. And I want to have a special message from my boy John Jones
Yeah.
and the criticism that he been getting. Man, every
I
time you're on the
agree.
court, bro, shoot that rock. I don't care what fans say. I don't care what anybody has to say about that, bro. You are a shooter. And real shooters shoot at all times, man. So just keep shooting the ball. And last game, he shot 50% from three. So, like, he's just been getting better and better, man. I just been hearing, like, fans and stuff, like, just rambling on about, like, oh, quit shooting while he's in the game. Man, because he's one of the most important pieces on the team.
Right.
Like, come on now.
John, you know you my boy. You know you my boy. I already told you. When you pass half court, if you want to pull up from there, man, hey, you are a shooter. Keep shooting. Don't stop. Keep doing your thing, brother.
So, with all that being said, what do you think is going to be the key to our success to winning SWAC this year? Like, what do you think, what extra step do we have to take in order to take the crown?
I feel like the bench players gonna have to really step up. Like everybody that comes out the bench really gonna have to step up. I feel like once they all step up and start doing their thing, I feel like that's when we can really like lock down SWAC.
I feel like, that starting five that goes in always gives the team that push and that gives them that energy to keep going. So definitely whoever, is a starting five, for the most part, it's probably the same 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 that's going to start. Just keep that energy up and just keep, talking to your teammates and, get through the whole SWAC together.
I agree with pretty much what most of y'all said. Just keep the momentum going, keep the energy right, and just everybody execute on offense, and we'll be straight.
Yeah, man. I feel like it's no reason why we should be able to win the SWAC tournament and go to the NCAA tournament, man.
Definitely.
I feel like it. Since I've been here, we've been to the NCAA tournament 2 out of the 3 years. So, so we got to make it this year. It's my senior year. I love to see them make it for my senior year.
Definitely.
Definitely, though, real talk.
Yeah.
So now on to the women's, though. Now, this team, I kind of like this team a lot.
Yeah, me
because we got nothing
too.
but dogs on that
Man,
team.
what?
Nothing but dogs,
Nothing.
bro.
Man.
Siani scored 18 points last game, and just come to find out, she's second in the nation in assists, or second or third.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Like, in
I
the
didn't even know
whole
that.
entire
I
nation.
didn't know
I
that
didn't know
either.
that.
The USA.
Yeah, in the
Second
whole
or
entire
third.
USA.
That's
Second
crazy,
shout
man.
out to her.
Yeah, shout out
That's
to
a big thing.
Crier.
That's a big thing. Shout out to Siani.
Most people
For sure.
make it out of state rankings, but she made it national.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was reading this one other article, like it was this little basketball rankings determined of terms of efficiency, and Nia is ranked number 5, and Siani's ranked like off the top of my head, I know she's top 10, but it's somewhere around those angles. So we have some of the, I think it's safe to say we have some of the best females in women's college basketball right now. Or some of the best women's players.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree.
We got some dogs for sure.
agree.
Siani's a dog for sure,
Yeah.
man.
And definitely Nia, she's always coming out and giving her best in like defense, offense, defense, all around. And even to our bigs with the, the twins, the Lewis sisters, they're definitely getting all the rebounds and stuff and definitely helping the team out too.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for Tia Bridges too. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but off the bench, she been playing super hard.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I really love about her is her defense. Like, she really sets the tone once she gets in the game. Like, she really puts the pressure on the other team's players, well, their guards really, and she just really just make life difficult for the opponent.
Yeah,
That's one thing I've been noticing. Like, her energy has been really, really high.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, about this team, though, I mean, I know we got a bunch of dogs, you know, Siani, Naya, and all them. But just like with the guys' team, we're both 71. What extra step do y'all think we need to take in order to take home the ship?
I feel like with the girls, I feel like more of them got to score. That's how I honestly feel like. I feel like it can't just be Siani getting all the buckets. I feel like more of them got to step up and start scoring and start completing they fast breaks and just more of them scoring. That's how I feel like.
I definitely agree with Lance. I feel like, there should be some more contributors. I haven't really seen Rochelle, this much this season, as she usually does with her threes and scoring. So I would definitely like to see her scoring more and seeing her. Other than that, just stay strong as a team because obviously, they're doing it right. The coaches to the players. It seems like a really good team bonding. And, of course, if you have good team bonding, then you have good team play and you have wins. So definitely just keep all of that up.
Facts.
Big Cole, what you got to say, my brother?
Man, they said everything. Like, it just go back to scoring. Like, from last game, the two high scorers are Siani and
Nine.
and yeah,
Siani and Naya.
yeah. And we need more people. I understand everybody won't score, but at the same time, everyone should put on from where they stand, and like people should know their role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's the key to get any team to get the win. Really, just if everybody plays their role. If everybody play cohesive and just play in tune, I mean, they'll be just fine. And I'm really confident about this girls team too. And Coach Coop, she really lit a fire under these girls. Like, I don't know if y'all be watching on the sideline, but she be tearing into
Definitely.
Man, she be going off, man. I love to see her on that sideline. She be going off on that sideline for sure, man.
I agree with that because I wrote an article about her earlier in the semester. I feel like I need to rewrite it because I feel like I didn't do her sideline attitude justice.
Hey,
Yeah, definitely.
700
She
to
got.
500, you feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, Coach Scoop, I mess with Coach Scoop heavy. Like, even when they were up by 20, she just be drilling them. I'm like, golly.
And it goes from drilling the players to the referees to the other team. Like, she just going to make sure everything is right throughout the game.
For real, though. And one thing that she's been trying to base on is just playing that Hawk Tiger defense. And that's one thing the girls been doing very, very well lately. So, as the season go on, I think they're going to be real, real deadly. So, hey, the girls and the guys going to be hooping. So, we're going to keep supporting,
Hey,
So,
I'd love to see them both in the tourney.
Definitely.
Like I was my sophomore year. That'd be amazing to see.
it really is. So, after a quick commercial break, we're going to go back with non-TSU sports. So, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to the second half of Out of Bounds. And right now, we're about to touch on pro sports. And just most recently, well, about a week ago, we just had a really, really tragic loss. We lost one of the most influential basketball players ever to play in the league, along with probably the best player to ever play in the league, and Kobe Bryant. He recently passed away in a helicopter accident with 8 other passengers involved, and sadly, his daughter Gianna was one of those passengers. And Kobe's death, it really just affected me a lot. Like, it was just
Sad, man.
memories playing through my head and whatnot.
Sad.
And it's still even hard to process reading the headlines, man.
I still don't believe it. It's crazy. Like every day I watch sports and I be like, dang, Kobe really gone. It's crazy.
It's just tragic. Everything's just so tragic.
Like, I still can't believe it. I remember.
It's still moments where I just feel like Kobe's just hiding, but it's like I know he's gone.
I was reading this one article, comment Damian Lillard said he didn't believe it because he was expecting to hear that Kobe jumped off the plane and landed safely.
Right.
That's how much of a superhero. He was.
Right. That's I'm like that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking that too. Like, okay, he could, jump out the plane and, have the parachute and he'd be okay. But, it's just a lot.
Man, I know when I first heard about it, I was scrolling on Twitter and I seen the RP Kobe and I didn't even want to believe it at first. And I was like, and I kept refreshing my timeline and I was seeing RP Kobe, and I was like, man, this ain't real. I'm not gonna believe it until I see a reliable source. And then I seen the news posted at ESPN, Sports Center, and I was like, wow, this really real, man. I couldn't believe it. I ain't want to do nothing for the rest of the day. Like, it messed my head up for real, for real. Like, it's crazy.
Like, I literally just got back from church. I was reading my partner's group text and whatnot, and they said, bro, Kobe died, WTF. I'm like, boy, you lying, dog. You lying. And I just typed in his name on Twitter, and literally instantly a TMZ article. It's like, bro, it couldn't be true.
It's crazy, man.
It's just crazy because how influential he was. Like, outside of the NBA, it's through all sports. Like, as you can see on social media, like, just soccer, you know, football, just
He became
every
a meme at one point.
yeah, just every. He just influenced just everybody around the world, and it's just crazy, and that's why it's just so saddening. And also the other 7 people that were on the plane, you know, they had their lives going as well, but.
Yeah, a lot of families were shattered that day, but I kind of want to take a time right now, like what was y'all most favorite Kobe memory? Like, what was one Kobe moment that stuck out to you and was like, dang, that brother cold? Like, what was it?
Man.
For me, I want to go first. As soon as Kobe got in the league, most people don't know that Kobe Bryant actually airballed his first very 2 shots. Airballed his very first 2 shots and got into the 4th quarter. The next game, Kobe went stupid. And people were like, oh, we were calling him bust last night. Let's see if he can keep it up. And look at Kobe's career. 5 rings, got 2 numbers retired, living it up. So Kobe, I don't know. Kobe was pretty great. He influenced a lot of it. Like, even Kobe is really the idol of our generation. Because if you think about it, when the younger people are coming up, they're more focused on LeBron. While meanwhile, when we were coming up, we were more of Kobe fans. You know, AI fans.
Facts.
Exactly.
So Kobe was for our generation.
Kobe was the GOAT in the early 2000s, and LeBron is the GOAT in the 2010s. So it's like,
big fact.
So it's like, you really can't say who really is the GOAT. I mean, Kobe, LeBron, MJ, they all GOATs. I don't want to debate about who's the GOAT anymore.
I feel like at this point, like those three players, like MJ, LeBron, and Kobe, we just gonna have to call them the untouchables now.
Yeah.
Because those are literally like three of the best, most influential players that ever touched the NBA hardwood. And the influence those type of guys have, it will never be replicated. So I just feel like those 3 right there, those should be on the list where you just can't compare them.
Facts.
Everybody else below them, they're just fighting for second place.
Facts.
All 3 of those are number 1, man. So I just think they're just in a class on their own at this point. Just no more comparison.
No more.
Now, I really wasn't ever a really big Kobe fan, but I loved the way he played. So as far as my favorite memory, I feel like my favorite memory is of him portraying his fatherly side, like him being able to go to his daughter's games and just teaching his daughter. And I don't know if you guys know this, but he has a actual a league for his other daughter for volleyball. So he has like Mamba volleyball and Mamba basketball. So yeah, so I think that's probably my favorite memory about him is just how he got involved with his kids and like was helping his kids just be as good as he was in the sport that they love. So that was just really cool to me, especially because my favorite sport is volleyball. So for him to create a whole like league and team based on his daughter or for his daughter, you know, that's really cool and it's really thoughtful. So that's my favorite memory.
For me, I feel like I actually have 2. The first one, everybody knows the 81 points. Like, that was just ridiculous, man. Like, just watching that and just seeing him just take over the game, literally just. And he was scoring from everywhere, not just threes. He was scoring from the perimeter, inside the paint, mid-range. He was scoring literally from everywhere, and you just couldn't stop him. Like that was just amazing to see. And another one of my favorite memories of Kobe is when his last game, when he went out like that. I mean, how many points he had? Like 60, 63?
Yeah, I want to say 60.
So I think it was 60.
You said the last game he
played? Yeah, last game.
It was 60.
It was 60, yeah, man. Like, just to see him go out that way, 60 points and get the win, like, it was just amazing. It's just sad to see him go, man. I still can't believe it. He was one of the greatest players I ever seen. The way he played, I feel like don't nobody had that mentality like him, like just that fire.
It was that grind, yeah.
Like, I feel like that dog, and like I don't think I will never ever see see that from another player. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
Never.
We never will. Like, touching back on y'all 2 points. Like, we saw Kobe as a father, and then we saw Kobe as an unstoppable beast. Like I don't know if you guys saw that meme on Twitter about his Mamba basketball team, but it was like we played this team last year and lost 22-24, and you look this time it was 115-27. Like that's a true Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
And you can see Kobe coach that team, and it's like
Funny thing about
Kobe's
what
gonna
you
be a beast regardless.
funny thing about what you just said, it made me think of something like random. Do y'all remember like this one viral Instagram photo they put out where he posted like the 4th place picture of the team, and then he aired out this one girl because she had a dance recital. It was like a while back, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that.
he said we got 4th place against this team, and one girl missed because she had a dance recital, so we already know where her head at. I'm like, damn.
That is so funny. Not with basketball.
That's just the type of dude he was, though. Like he was just an ultra competitor.
With
And, like,
everything he did in life, he just wanted to compete. It was crazy, man. He was just starting to enjoy retirement, man. Like he wasn't gonna be like one of them players that at the basketball he was just done. Like no, like he actually had something going for himself at retirement.
dude
So.
won an Oscar.
Yeah.
He won an Oscar, so he was gonna do something for sure.
I mean, and that's kind of what I was saying too. Like he was happy. Like it was retirement. Like I remember LeBron James had said like that was these past 3 years since he retired in 2017, correct, has been like the happiest he has seen Kobe Bryant. Like as far as family wise, and he also just is more than basketball and family. Like he's an entrepreneur. Like he did way more than just the normal person.
He
So-
invested in body armor, and he's one of the reasons why they're kind of big like they are now. Like he was one of the first investors to go in that deal, like literally the first ones.
Yeah.
But man, favorite memory of Kobe, man. To be honest with y'all, I can go all day about my favorite memory of Kobe because I just can't double it down to one. But really, just my all-time favorite memory of him was just during those playoffs back in like 08, 09 when. Like, the West was like a bloodbath. You had Utah, you had San Antonio, you had Phoenix. Like, the West was like absolute hell to go through to get to the finals. Like, it really was. And I just remember, like, that was the best version of Kobe that I've seen personally. And I remember one game against Utah. I think it was the first round, game 3. The night before, Kobe had, like, a bad shooting night. Like, he went 6 or 8 for 24 or something like that. Like, he did pretty bad. But the game after that, he dropped 40. And literally down the stretch, the Lakers were down by 5 or 7, one or the other. And Kobe was just going on a tear. Like, they put everybody on him. Andre Kirilenko, Darren Williams, Boozer, probably some of the best defenders that they had in the West. And they still couldn't stop him. Like, literally, that version of Kobe is just what resonates with me the most because we seen his dog come out during the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, that's really when Kobe the Killer comes out. And now that we just grown accustomed to him being retired, we saw Kobe the human, Kobe the regular man, Kobe the father. And it's just so sad that it's like, man, we're just beginning to transition to see another version of Kobe that we weren't used to seeing. A happier Kobe. So it's like, the fact that he's gone, man, it just still stings knowing that.
And yeah, that's one thing he touched on. He had a documentary, The Muse of Kobe Bryant, and he was talking about basically like the ups and downs of his career. So he was basically saying like sooner or later, am I gonna be a good enough player where I can enjoy my retirement, or am I gonna have to feel like I have to come back out of retirement to reestablish myself? So that's one thing. Kobe always put himself first, and that's why he was like, I never had friends on the court. I'm pretty sure Kobe didn't fall at least a lot of people in the league, but at the end of the day, he's still cool with them because we're on the court fighting to be number one, so it's no friends. But off the court, hey, like, what's up, my dude? Like, sorry, I had to hit you.
Exactly. Like, he was able to separate the competitiveness on the court and just being simple with everybody else off the court. Like, he did have a perfect balance.
Facts.
And one thing I've been noticing too, man, these NBA players, they're starting to ball out. Like, literally ever since.
Can we talk about Damian Lillard for a minute? I think it's time to. I think it's time to start mentioning him in the MVP, man. Like, cause he's been on another level lately. Like, he's been on a. Man, you come on, we got to talk about it, man. He's been on another level.
The past couple games he has.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He has.
He's been on a.
Like 56, like 99.
Man, he's
like
been
the past 6 games, he's averaging 43 off of 50% shooting. Like, this dude's been on fire. But MVP,
Can I say that I think that the rookie MVP would be Ja Morant?
John Morant.
Yeah,
Ja
for
Morant,
sure.
man, he's putting Memphis on the map for sure.
John Morant
Oh,
is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, man.
I'm sad he's not in the All-Star game because John Morant is crazy, but he should be. In
you thought he was gonna be a rookie making an All-Star game?
Yes.
John Morant. It's gonna be kind of hard. It's hard though to do that because there's been no player to do that since.
Didn't they already
Blake
come
Griffin?
out with the?
Blake Griffin was the last person that did that.
You know, Blake Griffin.
I feel like
But-
if Zion, I feel like
But-
if Zion was healthy throughout the beginning
Well-
of the season, he would have made the All Star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They would have
I
milked that
agree.
to death if he was still out there.
John Morant should also be in the dunk contest, but that's besides the point.
I just think he would be the
I'm already scared
MVP.
about the dunk contest this year. I feel like it's gonna be just a whole nother year of mid, but that's a different story.
Yeah, I wish Zion was healthier, man. He would have put on a show for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
So moving on, just recently, well, last night actually, the Super Bowl just happened. Kansas City faced off against the San Francisco 49ers, and it was a pretty interesting game. But Kansas City eventually got the dub, came back from 2010, was facing a really mean deficit, and then Mahomes, well, my bad, Patrick Mahomes boy, I'm gonna call him a homeboy. He's a Super Bowl champ. You gotta call him like it is.
Patty Mahomes.
Patty, yes sir.
Patty Mahomes.
This man was going off the fourth quarter, dog. Like take me back to that fourth quarter. Like, what stuck out to y'all during that comeback?
What stuck out to me is here we go again, because when Chiefs played my Texans, we was up 24-0, and Patrick Mahomes just turned it up. So I was like, here we go again, man. Patrick Mahomes is different, bro, and he's only 24 with a Super Bowl and an MVP. So it's like, I don't know, man. He might be the next great. I mean, never know. Lamar got MVP. Kyler Murray just won Offensive Player Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good look for the black quarterback. So we gonna see, man.
Third black quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
And sure won't be the last. It might be Lamar next year. Hey, who knows?
Might be Deshaun next year. You never know.
That would be
Nah.
nice to see. That would be nice to see.
It
I'm not
would
gonna.
be nice to see, but I feel like y'all play the Chiefs again, and I feel like another come behind victory would happen.
Nah.
And when I talk-
We'll be ready this time
I
for sure,
hope
my
so.
brother.
I hope so, because that was crazy.
We'll be
But,
ready this
like,
next time.
Going back to far as the comeback,
Yeah.
they're crazy with it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but my friends that were asking me, like, who you got? And I was like, I don't have anybody necessarily, but Kansas City's going to win. And they're like, why? And I was like, y'all going to think they suck. They're going to go down. and
Come
it's
back
gonna be
up.
some number, and they just going to come back.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had 49ers winning because I feel like defense wins championships, but I don't know, bro. It's just, it was up 2010. I thought it was over, but here come Mahomes, man. So
But no, like you said, when they played the Heat, they literally came back before the second quarter was over. The third quarter,
I know.
24, and I was like, what happened? You know, because I didn't watch that game.
Yeah, that fast. But really, I think one big reason that Kansas City came out is that San Francisco stopped running the ball.
yeah,
And that's one
True.
big thing that they've been doing all year that made them successful that everybody been forgetting about. Like, they got all types of weapons. Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, number 31, he just been going off.
Yeah, that running
Raheem
back
something.
Morstead.
Yeah. They got a lot of weapons at the back position, man.
He was running like crazy when they played the Titans. He had 222 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, literally. And he been cut like 3 straight times by different teams. And he was out there showing out like that. Like, and I don't know why Kyle Shanahan thought, hey, let's just go away from what we've been doing and think we can keep the lead. Like, bro, they've been running like reverse plays for Deebo Samuel, and that's been throwing off Kansas City a lot.
yeah, man. I don't know why they stopped doing that, because he was like every time they did the reverse, he was just getting like 10 yards every time. So
Literally. And even Tyrann said during the postgame interview, I don't know why they stopped running, but I'm glad they did. Like, come on now. And that's the same coach that blew, well, he was offensive coordinator. That's the same coach that blew that lead to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The same as that coach. And he blew another single lead in the Super Bowl.
20 to 3, 20 to 10. Both comebacks.
Man, it's Kyle. Man, I don't know how he lives with that. And I could just see people's faces on that San Francisco sideline, like they were so ticked off, so irritated. I'm like, I would be too.
Right.
But we need to talk about Richard Sherman though. Mom, he's been talking so much mess all this time leading up to the Super Bowl. Him and Darrelle Reaver has been beefing online and whatnot. about how he's a zone corner. He's not a good man corner.
Man,
That's basically the argument.
Did y'all see what Tyreek Hill did to that boy? I was like, oh my god.
Yes, Tyreek Hill is very nasty.
It was nasty.
Him
man.
and Sammy was abusing him the whole game.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
bro.
I loved Tyreek Hill media day Super Bowl interview where he was like, Richard Sherman, I'm about to talk big trash. He was like, I hope we can trade jerseys after. And then he went out there and rocked Richard Sherman. You can't get my jersey after that.
Man, it's just Sherman. He's just one of those times where I wouldn't say his mouth necessarily gets him in trouble, but he puts like a big target on his back once he does.
Yeah.
You know, he's like that type of player.
Richard Sherman always been a good corner. I never label him as the best corner ever, like in the league, like before. Like I never, his times in the league, I never said Richard Sherman the best corner in the league because you're covering one side of the field. If you're really the best corner, you cover wherever the best receiver goes. So.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. Back when the Legion of Boom was everything, everyone was like, oh, Richard Sherman holding it down. But it's kind of like the safeties over the top, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, they're doing their thing. So everyone was holding their spot. But now that Richard Sherman is in San Francisco by himself, it's kind of like you have to be your own Legion.
Exactly, yeah. Man, that was pretty fun though. Like Twitter gave me a good laugh that night. It gave me a really good laugh.
What did he say about Crabtree? Don't open up your mouth about the best. All right, Richard.
That's a moment that's going down in history. During this Hall of Fame induction ceremony, they're playing that exact clip.
Who was talking about you? Crabtree. Oh, I love it.
Hey, man, that had to be one of the funniest post-game interviews ever. Like, I remember exactly where I was at when I watched it. I was like, man, this dude, Richard Sherman, throw it off, bro. Like, that was crazy.
Man, Richard Sherman was tripping. He was like, don't open up your mouth about the best ever. That's what happened when you put a sorry receiver on one of the best corners. And everyone was like, yo, it's just Michael Crabtree. You know, like
I mean, I understand it was a big game. He's all hyped and whatnot, but it's like
not to take away from Crabtree's ability. Crabtree was cold, yes, but it was just like it's just you and Crabtree.
Exactly. And then lastly about Super Bowl, Jimmy G. I was on and off about him going into the year. Like I was high on him, but I felt like he was more like a game managing quarterback, not that type of quarterback that was gonna make like hero ball throws.
I never felt high about him.
Really?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jimmy G is a great quarterback, but I never just felt like just high about him. Like, I mean, Pat Mahomes, we all already know what he could do. Like, I just knew Jimmy G was not capable of doing what Pat Mahomes could do. Like, I knew off top. Like,
yeah, and then we haven't seen a full year of Jim Garoppolo. We seen a full year of Pat and Lamar, but Jimmy was traded mid-season. So, he has to come back. And then now that he actually has the full 17 weeks plus postseason if they go that far with his team, it should make more of an impact. That's just my statement on it.
Man, all I got to say about that Super Bowl was there was a bunch of angry, drunk Austinites that night that lost a lot of money. And they were, bro, what? Like, they were so tight during that game.
I'm glad I don't bet because I would have for sure lost some money. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what made me pick 49ers, to be honest, bro. But you know who I'm really happy for? I'm really happy for Tyrann Mathieu, man.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the Honey Badger. I was going to say that.
Tyrann Mathieu, man, for what he been through, at LSU, to see him come up and win the Super Bowl, man, I'm very happy for him, man.
Yes.
So shout out to Tyrann Mathieu for sure.
Yeah, earned it.
Definitely.
Just think, is Eric Berry back yet?
He didn't get picked up this year.
He's still on Eric Berry? Wow.
He's still free. Yeah, he did take a year off, so it's like, he'll be back next year though.
But just think, you got the Honey Badger and Eric Berry over the top. Oh, that's nothing but swats all day. Like, wow, that would be crazy. I would love to see that in the defense. Just two safeties over top, shutting down everything. Because normally it's just like when teams pick up safeties, it's normally just like a good free safety. Or you got a good strong. You never have two excellent safeties at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing I've been noticing too. So, we just getting through with this segment. So when we come back, we're gonna hop into rapid fire. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Out of Bounds, everybody. Right now we're in the rapid fire portion of the show, and I'm gonna start with Tia. Tia, what is the biggest surprise in the NBA so far to you?
So far, the biggest surprise would be Kobe Bryant's passing. And I know that he's not playing right now, but the only reason I say that is because it has affected the whole NBA itself. After his passing, a couple of the games, a lot of the players, holded the ball for 24 seconds or hold it for 8 seconds. And also other players just have been showing out since his passing away. Kyrie dropped 54, shooting 83 from the field. Dame dropped 48 in the Staples Center, dropped 51 last night. So I just definitely think that had a big effect on the whole NBA itself.
Most definitely.
And also, the All-Star game, they changed up the requirements to represent Kobe. I'm not sure what the exact rules were, but I know they had 24 points or 24 seconds or 8 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think that's the one Lance have right now. What do you think of the All-Star format this year though?
Man, when I seen them rules, bro, I'm looking like, what is the NBA doing? Like, they trying to do too much. First of all, I'm already upset with the NBA because a lot of players got left out the All-Star game, but that's another subject for another time. But I feel like they really should just keep keep it a regular basketball game, but just everybody wear number 8 and number 24 for Kobe, to honor Kobe. That's why I feel like.
I agree.
All the extra rules, it's cool. I understand they're trying to switch it up, but I don't like the rules. I feel like it just should keep it at a regular game and just find a way to honor Kobe. That's what I feel like.
Exactly. All right, Kobe. What do you think, Drew? What's gonna happen to Drew Brees, man? Is he gonna stay or is he gonna retire?
I honestly feel like Drew Brees is probably gonna stay till he gets another ring because he has a team and the team has composure. But I'm tired of the Vikings acting like they have the Saints numbers because they don't. The Saints will destroy them, and it's always some technical slip up. I'm tired of it. The year before, what corner was that threw that shoulder tackle on Stephon Diggs high in the sky? Then this year they just lose. He's not leaving until he beats the Vikings. So he's staying.
So pretty much the Vikings is his main goal, not the Super Bowl anymore, right?
I really hope they just can beat them because if they beat the Vikings, they're there. Who's after the Vikings this year?
It was the 49ers. Y'all was gonna play the 49ers.
I
ain't gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed when y'all lost, man. When y'all lost, I was like, I had picked y'all to go to the Super Bowl. I picked Texans and Saints to go to the Super Bowl, but it was like, yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
Texans and the Saints.
I picked the Texans and the Saints to go to the Super Bowl, man. It was going to be a great Super Bowl. Very excited. I was going to be there.
Look into the camera and say that one more time so I know it's official.
I picked the Texans and the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys would never go to the Super Bowl, so I don't know why. I guess I said it. The Cowboys.
Who's the best team in Texas? Who's the best team in Texas?
The Texans are the best NFL team in Texas. So.
Ooh, you saying all this
facts.
and Dave not on the podcast?
That's facts.
He can't even defend himself.
That's facts. So, hey man, I see what I gotta say.
The Eagles not going either.
Well, there you.
Ooh.
You on my good side. You on my good side.
Hey, football season is over, so we're gonna wait.
That's true. Football season over. It's basketball season.
We can generate a season in Madden. What's up?
Best sport going on right now, basketball.
Okay.
Full time, you feel me? So
I feel you.
I mean, shout out to Darren, shout out to Dave. You know what I'm saying? But so this has been an episode of Out of Bounds. I'm Wilson Chaney, joined by
Lance with the chance.
The leading lady, Tia J.
The freshman Jed Magellan.
And we will catch y'all next time.